standing here with Mr. Robert Duncan McNeill. You probably know him best as Lieutenant Tom Paris on Voyager. You might know him from his other Star Trek The Next Generation role, where you were a cadet in a...
Nick Locarno.
Nick Locarno, that's it.
Yeah, that was a very popular episode, actually, I think. Because Will Wheaton had left the show as a series regular, and so he kind of came back for a few special episodes, and that was one that fans really liked. So.
That was a great episode. I remember it really well, actually.
Yeah.
It was a courtroom drama kind of episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, those are always a lot of fun. Well, beyond Star Trek, though, we could talk all day about Star Trek, but you've got a really, really interesting career.
Cool.
And
Thank you.
I'm really fascinated by it. I mean, you started off really young in a movie called Masters of the Universe.
Yes.
You and Courtney Cox, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it was Courtney and myself. We played high school sweethearts, and we kind of stumble upon this, cosmic key that gets us in a lot of trouble, and of course, there's a big science fiction battle ensues, but it was a lot of fun. Frank Langella, Meg Foster, Chelsea Field, just
and the
a great
Dolph
cast, and of course the Dolph. Who was, it's funny because now it's easy to look back on Dolph and kind of think he's a B movie star, but at the time he had just been in Rocky. He was one of the biggest worldwide celebrities at the time, so that was a big deal. There was hopes for that movie being maybe much more successful and kind of highbrow than it ended up being.
Yeah,
but it was fun to make. It was a lot of fun.
I'm sure it's probably a pretty big deal for an 18-year-old kid to be in a movie with Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Exactly. Well, beyond all that, you've also done a lot of directing. You're also an executive producer, if I'm not mistaken, on Chuck.
Yes, I am, yeah.
Right? And you guys just got picked up for season 3, is that right?
Season 3, yeah. We've kind of had a rough 3 years because every time we started to get some traction, the show was going along, something happened like a writer's strike or, a U.S. election or all sorts of things that we kept getting preempted and taking these unexpected breaks. And so I think the best thing for us would be just to get a run at a stretch of time without interruption, because once our shows get on the air, people start watching and they really love it. People are passionate about this show.
Oh, it's a great show. I'm a fan myself, actually.
Yeah, they're passionate in a way that Star Trek fans are passionate about Star Trek. The Chuck fans are equally as passionate, and I really love the show. I'd love to see it get a chance. So.
I'd say deservedly so when you talk about the passion, because it's one of the standout shows on network TV, in my opinion. I think it's a lot of fun to watch. I think it's well written.
Yeah.
I think the characters are well drawn, and it's just a well-made show.
Yeah, and there's nothing else like it out there. That's what feels good about working on it. I don't feel like I'm on just another cop show or just another nighttime soap or just another whatever. It feels like there's a real hybrid nature to Chuck that there's nothing else like it. So.
Yeah, it's easy to think that maybe you made the jump from acting to directing and producing relatively quickly, but you started when you were 18, right?
I did. I started a long time ago.
Yeah.
I started directing a lot of. I directed theater when I was in theater school, and even in high school, I was very entrepreneurial and kind of directing things, producing things, So I've been kind of working at all those aspects for a long, long time. So.
Do you have a preference in front of, behind? Like, do you like?
Right now, I like being behind the camera. I mean, 15 years ago, I liked being in front of the camera. So who knows? Down the road, things might change, and I may want to go back and act again. But for now, being behind the camera, it's a comfortable place for me. I feel like I really can be creative, and. So it's good.
Well, you make good shows. I got to say that. So keep making them. I'll keep watching them.
Cool.
Again, we're here with Robert Duncan McNeill of Chuck fame.